To support this channel, tap the Amazon link in the description to do your daily online shopping. What up, though? This your boy DOC, and I got that boy Boskoe100 on the line. What up, though? What you want?
What's the deal, Drizzy?
Shit, chilling, man. Let me go ahead and get it out the way now. Like, what's your actual YouTube channel name? It's Boskoe100, just no underscores, no nothing else?
Yeah, no underscore, no none of that. Just Boskoe100, Boskoe100, Boskoe100. That's my name.
For sure. Well, I'm gonna put that link in the description so people can go over there to see the stuff that you put up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna kind of take it back a little bit before coming forward. You know what I'm saying? For the people that may not know exactly, but what made you even start taking advantage of the IG? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what was that pivotal point that made you even start like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and start picking out different shit that people doing?
I mean, I really always been like that, though. It really didn't start on IG. Like, it really kind of like, you feel me? It really is just me. Like, I really just be being me on there. Like, it's really not no gimmick or nothing. I really just be being myself. But I just like, you know, at first I used to talk about other shit, but it was other shit going on in the world. Like, the world is changing right now. Like, shit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I start paying attention to this different shit that been going on. More of it keep happening. It's like, goddamn. So it might seem like I just focus on that, but it ain't even that I focus. It's just so much of this shit going on. That's what it is. Yeah. There's so much fuckery and bullshit in the world. And it's just like, you know, I come from I'm an 80s baby. You know, I'm a young hip hop. I come from the Tupac era. I'm a Tupac era, like, you know. So it's like different. Music is different. Like, I understand, you know, music changed for the time, but it seemed like the whole industry just made a complete gentrification. Is just something else. Like rap just ain't what it used to be. These niggas ain't who they used to be, and I don't know. There's just too much fuckery, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you think because well, let me ask you this: what's your actual definition of Starboy?
Starboy is a metaphor that I came up with it just was a metaphor that I used to describe this new type of dudes that we dealing with. These metrosexual, soft-ass, fairy type, feminine ass, blurred, manly lines ass niggas that we dealing with, bro. It's like, you know, so I just look at these niggas, you know, for lack of I didn't want to I don't want to call them fags, because it's not, like, Starboy doesn't necessarily mean gay, like, you feel me? So I don't want to, like, it's like, you know, everybody say, oh, these niggas is fags, but it ain't that. I don't want to say that, like, you know, that's kind of vulgar. Yeah. And, you know, you get a lot of backlash from kind of words, but like, so, you know, I came with another metaphor to really describe the way I was feeling about these dudes, and I just thought it fit perfect. Fucking Starboy.
Yeah. You think because that particular community is so deep and got a loud voice that these rappers and shit, like, or even some media personalities, like, purposely doing the things they do to try to get them to back their movement, or you think this just what these people really is on?
A real nigga can't be fake. Like, like, you feel me? It's like, if you're a real nigga can't be fake. It is what you is. Like, it ain't no, oh, I'm only doing this because I'm trying to, like, nigga, you like, that's like me wearing a dress all day, every day, but like this, like, me just, like, I just don't get it. Like, it's no gimmick shit to me. Like, I'm not no gimmick type nigga. I don't believe in that. Like, it is what it is to me. Like, nigga, if you walk like a broad, nigga, you's a broad, like period. Like, it ain't no in between. Like, no, I'm a straight nigga, I'm a gangster, but I just act feminine so I could get attention. That's some weirdo shit, nigga. That's still some weird shit. So niggas, like, you feel me? Like, niggas of that caliber, a nigga of that caliber that'll stoop to something that low just for attention or just for a check, nigga, you're a fucking, you're a starter boy. I don't know if we could cuss or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You fucking Starboy in my eyes, and I just, you know, and it seemed like it's like the kid, like when we was young, everybody was gangsters and dope. Like when I was coming up, it was gangsters, dope dealers. Like that was the thing. Everybody was gangsters, everybody was dope dealers. So that's how we grew up. So right now, all the popular niggas is fucking Starboys and feminine ass niggas. So guess what the next generation finna be like coming up watching this shit. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the future. I'm looking at what it was, and I'm looking at what it's becoming, and I see it. I see what the future is gonna bring. I see it coming. So me, I'm just stepping in and putting up my resistance, because if you're not part of the resistance, you're part of the acceptance. So I gotta stand my ground. Like, you feel me? If we don't stand up and fight for this shit now, we're gonna lose it all now. I don't like. Fuck that. Yeah. I don't want my son to grow up thinking wearing a fucking wedding dress is cool, or getting his fucking nails painted is cool, or any of that. That's Starboy shit that you need to be doing, right? You feel me?
Yeah. Well, hey, so what do you say? Because, you know, I've heard people kind of use that analogy before, you know, like one generation was this way and how it is now. And then it seemed like everybody automatic response to that is to say, well, neither one is better than the other as far as the dope boy area, and then the, you know, era, and then the fiend era. Like, what you think?
I mean, our culture is our culture. Like, basically, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not to say our era was better than their era, but our era was more respectable. That's what I say. Yeah. Our era was more respectable.
Yeah. Now you, I know at one point in time you was doing your rapping, and I seen an interview where you said, like, you know, motherfuckers reach out for features and shit, you have still knocked them out and stuff like that. How you feel now as far as, like, you damn near like in the media lane? You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at it from that perspective, like you damn near like a media personality now?
I mean, I just look at it like I'm multifaceted. You feel me? I could do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, cause
honestly, like, you know, I look at it like I could do anything. Like, I don't want to put myself in just a lane as a rapper, or just as I'm a public figure. Like, you know, there's no limit to what I could do.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, a lot of, especially as of recently, because I noticed, like, you would pick certain topics, and, you know, I was wondering how you select those topics. I know you probably get flooded with tons of shit, so much shit going on. Like, how do you actually just say how you actually be picking the things that you gonna talk about?
I mean, me personally, I just pick shit that just I pick the shit that stands out to me, and the shit that makes me shit that I'm directly uncomfortable with myself. Like, when I see, like, I'm a person of impulse and, like, feelings, so it's like, you know, like, when I see some shit, like, most of that shit, I'll see it, and it, like, you feel me, if it make me feel a certain way, that's what it is. Like, my captions, like, when I see that picture, that caption is what I see when that thought that came to my head when I looked at the picture. That's what my captions is. When y'all read that caption at the bottom of my pic, that was the exact thought. When I looked at this shit, that was the thought I had in my head. And then that's just how it goes. Like, you feel me? Whatever I see, you know, I see a whole lot of shit, but, you know, shit that I'm directly feel like pertains to my mission. Shit that pertains to my mission, or like the message that I'm trying to put out there, I'll speak on it. Yeah. You know?
Do you feel like you get a ton of backlash from it, or people know that you kind of doing it from a joking type way?
No, I mean, I get tons of backlash. But I mean, I expect it. Everybody, like, there's haters out there. Like, that's the haters. Like, most people mad because it's not them. Like, you feel me? Like, why would you be mad? Like, I'm not talking about you. Like, a lot of people, oh, you're always talking about people. I'm not talking about you, though. Why are you mad? Like, what are you mad about? I'm not talking about, like, you feel me? It's social media. And this the thing I don't get, though. It's social media. Like, we talk about, like, what else are you supposed to do? You put this shit up here for people to see and talk about. It's only two things you can do when you look at these posts. You gonna like it, or you gonna comment. So, I mean, like, what are we supposed to do? They just mad because they don't like the comments. You don't like my opinion. You asking me for my opinion. You want my opinion. You know I follow you. You see I follow you. You know I'm on here too. You post this shit up. So clearly you don't give a fuck. So why should I? Like, this is why should I be faking my opinion? You want to know what's my opinion on it? Like, if I throw a picture up there and me standing in an outfit, I'm looking fly. I'm throwing it up there or I feel I'm looking fly in my mind. I'm throwing it up there because I want to hear y'all tell me I look fly. But I can't get mad because it's a nigga on there telling me, like, you feel me? Fuck you, like, nigga, that shit trash. I mean, okay, that's his opinion, but blocked though. You feel me? Tell me from your page. You entitled to your opinion, but tell me from over there. Tell me from your page though. Yeah. Blocked. But yeah, though, you know.
Yeah, shit, wow. Now I know that initially you said you grew up in a Hoover neighborhood and then ended up moving to Queen Streets, which that's in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel, you know what I'm saying, with social media and everything involved? Well, how do you feel like things have changed from when you was growing up to now?
I mean, things changed drastically. Like, I mean, you know, like, social media put a big change in shit, because now it's like everybody is more informed now. Everybody's more informed. I mean, I think social media actually made the streets more dangerous. Like, it made, like, you know, because now everybody, like, where it was like you knew about shit, but you didn't see it. You heard about shit, but you didn't see it. But now it's like, I hear about some shit now, I could jump on the internet and find out exactly what's going on. Okay, like, you feel me? So it kind of made, like, you feel me now, like, as far as, like, just say niggas that beefing and shit. Like, I could jump on the internet and find everything out about a nigga I don't like. Like, I could find everything. Like, the internet is crazy. Like, you feel me? So shit changed. But see, it changed so much. Like, the streets changed. Like, you know, like, kids don't even go out, like, little boys per se. Boys don't even like to go outside and ride their bike no more. These niggas don't want to do shit but sit in the house. Like, niggas don't even, like, you feel me? Kids don't really like to be kids. It's like, shit is changing. Like, these niggas is feminine. They soft as fuck. It's just like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's a drastic change. I mean, you know, of course, it's always going to be a change. Just like when it changed from the 80s to our era to the 90s, or when it came from the 70s to that. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to always be a change. But it's like, it seems like we changing for the worse right now. It's like we're not changing. It's not a change for the better right now. It seems like we going down. Like, we're going down. Look how we portrayed in movies. Like, all the actors is doing these feminine ass roles. We got these feminine ass. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I see us going down. We're not moving up. It seems like we're moving backwards.
Yeah. You say, when you say it made it worse, you think it directly, as far as, let's say, for instance, like in the gang culture, you think it isn't increased in the gang culture?
I mean, as far as what though? As far as
just with social media affecting it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh hell, did it increase? Hell yeah, all these, that's where we got all these fake bloods from. Like, all this fake ass gang. Now everybody a blood. All this shit is like crazy. Like, it definitely social media played a big part in that. Yeah. Definitely. Cause like a lot of these people, they see this shit, they watch it, they study it, they want to be bloods. Like, they see this, like, you feel me? They could go study this shit. So when you study some shit, they become fascinated. You want to be one now. You want to be that. So I mean, definitely social media play a big part in that.
Yeah. That's something I was gonna ask you, as far as you know, I don't know how long, you know what I'm saying, in my eyes, it seemed like ever since the Lil Wayne era of him getting on and pressing the bloodline, that, you know, it seemed like more in the music industry. Why do you think, like, as of recently, it seemed like probably this past year, or even 6 to 8 months, that people on the West Coast, like, getting to the point, like, hey, now we got to say something about this. It's getting out of control. Like, what made you, was that a collective thing, or you just think individuals getting to that point, like, hold on, y'all can't keep representing it like this?
I think people just start seeing how much attention and how bracket I got off of it, and now they want in. Now they want to try to, because it's been going. I've been preaching this same shit for the last 2 years, but I was the only one. I was a hater. Oh, you a hater. Oh, this nigga always talking about somebody. Oh, this nigga always, like, now, all of a sudden, now it's just like, but the shit been going on. I've been talking about this shit. And they niggas just sat back quiet, sat back watching. Niggas been fake blood. They didn't just become fake. Like, these niggas ain't the first fake blood. Niggas been fake blood for the longest. Niggas been saying this shit. But now, you know, niggas, I mean, that's cool that niggas are speaking up. But I just feel like it really wasn't genuine. Like, you see, y'all niggas see how much attention I got off of it, how successful it was for me. So now you niggas want to try to tune in and time in on the shit. Now everybody want to be a media person. You see everybody try to media and reporting on shit and like I mean, you know what you know. It's all in, but I mean, you know, I mean, shit. I mean, I ain't no hater though, bro. Congratulations to anybody. Good luck to anybody trying to do their thing. But you know, I've been doing this shit. I ain't no trend. I'm not a trend follower, bro. I'm a trendsetter. Yeah. So I know I've been doing this shit, bro. It's a lot of people that's coming after, but you know I've been here, bro.
Yeah, because even from my perspective, I congratulate people when if they took something and made it from nothing and blew up, and you know what I'm saying, it possibly bringing in, you know, income or a gathering, because there's so many different outlets and avenues of revenue streams that can come from just what you're doing. Because some people don't be understanding the business part behind it, you know what I mean? But because that's why at one point I was like, man, he should damn near do like a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about like moving into that lane?
Yeah, definitely. But it's just, you know, I was like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I just was on house arrest for the last 6 months. I had caught a case earlier this year, and I was on house arrest for the last 6 months. So I was going through all that and dealing with all that and a few other things. So it was like, it just wasn't the right time. I'm like, I couldn't focus on that. And like now, like, you know, me being off, now it's just like, I want it to be the right situation. If I'm going to do it, I need a budget. It got to be the right situation. I'm not going to do no half-ass shit, because if I do it, I'm going to really take it to the next level. So it can't be half-ass.
Yeah. So now there's something, and I guess they might, you know, people might consider this, you know, politics or something like that. But with the difference between like East Coast and West Coast, they say a lot of times when sets or whatever start on another region, that more than likely at some point in time, someone from California went out there. Do other regions have to necessarily check in with the West Coast if they claiming B's or C's to be considered one, you know, real?
Hell yeah. Why? How are you a blood or a Crip? Nigga, how you just come and take some shit that's on? That's like, all right. So that's like asking us. That's like saying, if we could just start up a GD out here. Oh yeah, we Inglewood GDs. We Inglewood Vice Lords. Like, come on, bro. Like, niggas ain't doing that shit. Like, bro, how you niggas just start up, like, some shit? Like, you feel me? How you niggas just go to your city and just take our shit and just, oh, yeah, we Bloods, too, we Crips, too. Like, that's some, you feel me? That's that carbon copy, that's that copy shit, that biter shit. Yeah. That's like some motherfucker coming along calling himself being 100 all of a sudden. Oh, no, oh, yeah, I'll be 100. Like, man, get out of here, bro. That's the copycat shit, man. Yeah. Like, you them niggas ain't official thing checked in, nigga. How you, like, yeah, fuck that, bro. I don't see how niggas even let that shit get so far out of hand. Like, niggas should have been checking that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, niggas need to tap in. Niggas need to be checked in. This shit is structured. This shit ran a certain way. Like, niggas, you niggas want to be a part of this. It's rules and regulations to this shit. It's structured. We got morals and codes and shit. And niggas is like, you feel me? You niggas be on your own shit. Like, these niggas be having a whole other story about how they, like, it's just all kind of shit. These blood, like, it's just a lot of different shit that we didn't have nothing to do with. And it's like, you niggas is changing our shit, but it's like, if you niggas gonna be a part of this and you niggas gonna try to get on this bandwagon, niggas need to do that shit the right way, and you feel me? Niggas need to be tapped in, and this shit need to be structured, because this shit is an organization. Right. This shit is an organization, so this shit need to stay structured, and niggas need to be, really niggas supposed to be moving as one. Like, nigga, that's supposed to be like, you feel me? It ain't no East Coast blood, West Coast blood. If y'all bloods or y'all Crips, y'all it's supposed to be one. Like, you feel me? If you niggas, it ain't no different bloods. Like, it ain't, oh yeah, we New York blood, we LA. Nah, bloods is blood. This shit is one organization. So niggas need to be on one accord.
Right. Now, I don't know if you've seen, like, I had recently just did a interview with Slim400, and shout out to him. When I did the interview, and he was basically saying, you know, some of the same things similar to what you were saying. And then I will see people in the comment section come and say, oh, so basically this is just a method of extortion by quote unquote tapping in. That ain't what y'all meaning by that. Like, y'all got to come pay to be down.
I mean, hell no, niggas just need to be locked in and tell, like, how you niggas just start some shit up. Like, man, you niggas just, like, how you niggas just take our shit, oh yeah, we blood. That's that copycat shit, nigga. You niggas, there ain't even no bloods out there. How you just gonna say we start like that? Like, that bloods and Crips came from here. And when hoods get started up, niggas gotta go through, like, you can't just start no hood up and say, like, we couldn't just start up Queen Street and say we Queen. Like, you gotta go through some shit. You niggas gotta prove y'all worthy. You niggas worthy of even being accepted to have a hood. Like, you feel me, nigga? You gotta prove that you niggas is worthy. These niggas is popping up out of nowhere. Excuse me. Full-fledged, extra out bloods, and ain't did shit.
And you
niggas ain't never even had beef for no Crips.
You think
these niggas ain't had no beef with, these niggas ain't had no beef for, ain't never even beef for the Crips. But full-fledged blood. Right. That's what I'm saying. You niggas ain't been through shit. And that's why half of these niggas is on TV and fucking on these videos representing us goofy as fuck, looking like fucking Starboy.
Yeah. Now, I seen you recently speak out on the Tekashi situation. Because I guess, you know what I mean, from an outside looking in, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, from California, nothing like that. And the purpose of asking these questions ain't to, like, instigate nothing. It's really just for people to get the thought process of how people from out there, you know, looking at shit. Because from the outside looking in, you know, it kind of looked like, it was like, okay, if this rapper popping or he got money, that certain people were just accepting them regardless if it was real or fake. You know what I'm saying? You think that's kind of how it was at first when, like, oh, you got this blood that's 30 years old, but he a millionaire and he started claiming bloods, that it was kind of accepted before because he was waving the flag on a national or international scale? You think that was like kind of...
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Like, it wasn't a problem because you got this millionaire nigga putting on representing us. It was like, okay, like, and then, you know, at the time, niggas was like, they were solid figures. Like, you know, niggas was like, they was like, okay, yeah, it wasn't a problem. But now, here come, you got niggas like King come along and niggas like fucking Tekashi69 niggas coming on throwing up bees and shit. That shit is like, it's like, no, bro. Like, you know, Baby, Lil Wayne, all them guys, it was like cool then. It was like, niggas already respected them. It was like cool. But then here come a lot of other niggas that you ain't got no fucking respect for, wouldn't have had an ounce for. But here these niggas the biggest bloods in America, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit don't add up to me. I mean, that shit ain't, bro. See, then, and it's a lot of this shit, like, gangster shit, like, this shit don't even supposed to be all over social media. Like, that's the thing. Like, this shit done turned into Disneyland. Like, this shit is like, I mean, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you say from, it just look like it's gonna get worse and worse from here.
I mean, I'm saying, bro, if niggas don't start checking this shit, do something about it now, yeah. It's not gonna get better. It ain't gonna get better.
Now, I seen recently, what the comments you had said towards King Yella, was it strictly because you said he was throwing up the beat or using, like, y'all slang with using words?
I didn't even say, I just heard the nigga, I was listening to the shit, and I heard him say something, blood. And I'm like, blood? I was like, I thought that nigga was a G when he became a blood. You know?
Yeah.
It was just a question. I wasn't even, like, saying that. I was just, like, you feel me? It was just a surprise to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, when that nigga become a blood?
When situations like that happen, say for instance, like throughout this time when certain things pop up and you make comment on it, if people do get offended to that point, do like a conversation between y'all can just go ahead and like squash it or mat it out, or do you just leave it in the air?
Yeah, like if a nigga come at me like, you know, if a nigga just get at me like YG was upset about some shit I had said about him. I ran into him like, you know, he came and hit me up about it like, man, what's up with all that shit? You feel me? I told him, you know, I just be joking. Like, no, it ain't nothing. I don't mean that. You know, I be joking. But I mean, I be serious, but seriously joking though. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, what I do, I don't do it out of harm. I don't do it to say, fuck this nigga. It's whatever. I'm ready to shoot this nigga. Fuck, like, it don't be like that. So, you know, I can't approach them situations like that. So if somebody come at me mad, you know, we could talk it out. I'll start you out. Like, you know, if somebody really that bad, you know, it's like, because that's not the route I'm going. I'm not looking to beef with niggas. So if nigga come at me respectfully, like, because I say a lot of shit. I clown a lot of niggas, but I don't, like, you know, I don't disrespect nigga. I don't be like this bitch ass nigga, unless I'm really ready to go there with that nigga, unless I'm really feeling like that. But I don't be on no disrespectful shit. I just be, you know, I be clowning, I have a few jokes, you know.
Yeah. And it's crazy, you know, and that just speaking from my perspective, you know, me and you kind of do, I ain't gonna say it's the same thing or different, you know what I mean, like kind of just you do media. It seems like the easiest scapegoat is to blame the platform or the media person that may point out something, and it's really what everybody already thinking.
But it's saying, like, that's what I'm saying, like, they'll post up, say they post some shit, say, like, the YG situation per se. YG had put up a picture, right? The picture went from him. World Star gonna repost this picture. Water Alert gonna repost this picture. TMZ repost this picture. Like, you feel me? Whoever, bigger blood slot. When they repost it, the people gonna be in the comments going ham, talking shit. But you niggas ain't mad at them. But let me post it and put a joke up there. You choose to be mad, like, to single me out to be mad at, when it's like, this what everyone, like, I don't see what you mad at. Everybody's saying this shit. Like, what are you mad at? This is like people only speaking facts. Like, how do you get mad? I can't understand how niggas get mad at facts. You can't get mad at something that's facts. Ain't nobody lying on you. It's facts.
You think it's because you actually out there in Cali, they feel like you are reachable, the reason why they get mad?
I mean, it ain't like niggas. I mean, I never got hit up on no niggas. Like, that's the YG was the first nigga that ever had a problem or issue with me. Like, I mean, not saying that he had no, like, he didn't approach me aggressively, but he stood his ground and came and asked me about it. Like, nigga, what's up with that shit? Like, man, I ain't with that shit. Like, let me know. Like, he ain't with it. He don't like that shit. Star you out. You know, I told him, no, that's cool. I star you out. Cause YG, my nigga, I fuck with YG anyway. So, like, and not like that anyway. So he could come to me, like, ask me to start you out, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying, bro, I ain't just out here beefing with niggas. And, I do the same shit everybody else do. Wendy Williams talk, like, I'm sure nobody means no harm. It's just clowning, like, just joke. That's like, I'm something like a comedian, bro.
Yeah. If you know what I'm saying, as far as growing up in that culture, you know what I'm saying, and this, because I seen this, I ain't even gonna ask that question because that ain't really. As far as growing up in that culture out there, for people that's been growing up being influenced by hip hop and all that stuff, like what type of advice would you give someone that, even if they was growing up in LA, if they was in Iowa, Utah, and was thinking about coming into the gang culture, like what type of advice would you give them?
Why you come trying to get into the game? Why you come trying to be something that you don't know nothing about? You ain't got nothing to do with it. So why would you come from Utah? Come trying to be a blood in California, you from Utah. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, I never understood that. Like, I wouldn't move from Cali to New York and try to become you feel me, whatever, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't move from Cali to down south and go try to be a GD or a vice lord or, you feel me, no shit like that. Like, nigga, this y'all shit, nigga, I'm from Cali. Like, nigga, I'm from where I'm from, nigga, so I'm finna come with my culture. Like, I'm not finna come. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not finna come turn into one of y'all. I mean, I'm finna come and bring my culture to y'all. Like, nigga, that's how I do. I'm not a follower. I mean, that's just me and that's my thinking. Like, I'm not a follower. Like, I've never been a follower type nigga. Like, I always been, like, I always been the one that want to start some shit. Like, you know, I'm a leader. I'm a leader.
Yeah.
I'm a leader. Ain't no follower.
Even would you advise the youngest that's coming up in LA or California, would you advise them to come into that culture or lifestyle, or would you kind of tell them, like, no, fall back?
I wouldn't advise nobody. I wouldn't advise no one to come in. I wouldn't advise anyone to come into this culture or lifestyle. Like, this is something that you feel me, I was bred into this shit. Like, you feel me, it's a part of our culture. Like, we're born here. Like, we was born, it was always here. Niggas just, like, you feel me, this is our culture. This is what it is. Like, I wouldn't, like, someone that would just want to move here and become this is kind of, like, clownish to me. It's kind of clownish. It's like, you know what I mean? I mean, I can understand fucking with us. Like, you know, you want to hang with us, chill with us, you know, all that. But, you know, why you got to be one of us, nigga? You can come chill, hang out, be a cool nigga, be a real nigga. You ain't got to gangbang to be a real nigga. Yeah. Like, everybody, like, you feel me? You ain't gotta be real. You ain't gotta gangbang to have squabbles. You ain't gotta gangbang to be respected. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, originally, these sets of stuff that was created was to kind of police your own neighborhoods. Would you say that's a fair assessment? Like, during that day,
I mean, the original start, yeah, the original, yeah. I mean, basically, it's still like, you know, it is basically to police your own neighborhood. It's still that, because it's about holding down, all right, we live over here, all right, this is our section here, and our neighbors and our brothers that's around here, we're going to ride for each other and protect each other. I mean, that's all it is. Still really the same thing. Yeah. It just, you know, the color thing came in and what really, like, kind of changed it up and put the separation in it. And, you know, but honestly, like, that's really what it is. Like, because when we in the hood, like, we gonna look out for our neighbors, we look out for each other, and we, you know, we don't let no outsiders come in here and do no harm to none of us. So right. It still is that.
Because I've heard, like, different stories, and not so, you know, about Bloods and Crips, but, like, on the, say, for instance, the GD, Vice Lord side and stuff like that, they say, you know, a lot of it was created for the same reason, but then when drugs came into the community, that also helped push, you know, and a lot of people say that was, the drugs was deliberately pushed by the government, you know what I'm saying, to do these things. You feel like it was on the same thing on y'all side, like, to help push the separatism between the positive that was going on?
They didn't push us. They didn't tell us they didn't give us Bloods and Crips. Like, they didn't give that to us. Like really, like, that's just life. Like, ever since the beginning of the time, people sectioned off in their tribes and they did their shit. Like, you feel me? They went up against other people who disrespected their people. I mean, it just been like that. It's a structure like that. Like, just because we brought the colors into it and gave ourselves a name, like, you know what I mean? We made it an organization. We just brought the colors into it, but really it ain't no different than the New York model, everything it always been. Like, you know what I mean? People always sectioned off in their tribes or whatever and did their shit. They protected their people.
You feel like has a relationship between blacks and Mexicans got any better out there, or is it still kind of the same?
You know, the relationship, it got better. It got better. See, the black and Mexican thing is really like, it's more like a hood thing, like more of a hood thing. I mean, you know, it's a racial thing too. Like, you know what? I don't know. It's mixed. You know, you got your issues here and there because you got certain. Really, it's the gangbanging shit because you got certain black hoods that don't get along with certain Mexican hoods. So it'll be like, you know, it'll cause a lot of tension and shit, and then, you know, like, we two strong races. We the two stronger, you know, like, I ain't gonna say stronger races, but you know what I mean? We the more predominant, like, you know, in jails and shit, so we tend to have a lot of tension between each other because we the more, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for the most part, we fuck with each other. Like, you know, we fuck with each other. I got a lot of Mexican homies and shit. Like, I respect the Mexican culture. I eat more Mexican food than I eat black food, honestly. So shit, I mean, I respect the culture. I love the culture, but you know, everybody gonna have their little issues here and there.
Yeah, because that's all you wanted to know. Do you feel like the whatever tension between the blacks and is that stronger out there compared to the black and white thing? That's the black and white thing going on about equal, or it don't compare to the racial tension?
I don't think it's about equal. Like, I think it's about equal. Like see, I'm not, you know, see, with the Mexicans is more like, cause they gangs too, like, you know, they got their own gangs and shit too, so that's where a lot of the tension come from. So it's more tension, like, it's more tension here between black and Mexican than it would between black and white. Like, we really don't worry about white people like that, like, you know what I mean? You know, you got your underlying racism, you know, but it's for the most part, like, the white people, like, we ain't worried about them. Like, the black and Mexicans, it's always going to be tension just because we two strong, prideful races. And, you know, everybody's struggling to be the king. Everybody want to be the best.
Right, for
you
sure.
know, it's going to be some problems in between.
TV.
Yeah. And shit, before we get up out of here, you know, is there any last things that you want to say, any shout outs, you know what I mean, a plug? Pretty much probably people already know where to find you at, but you know, any plugs you want to put in?
Hit my Instagram, Boskoe100. I mean, they hate, I'm tripping, I have so many different pages, I forgot my own page. My new page, They Hate Skoe100, and then my backup page, They Love Skoe100. My YouTube, Boskoe100, Facebook, Boskoe100, Twitter, Boskoe1, Snapchat, Boskoe100, and shit, that's about it, man. Shout out to all my niggas, you already know, all the blood so shout out to all my Crip partners, you already know, I got love for y'all niggas, man. And shit, y'all know, just keep it gangster, bro, stay dangerous.
For sure.